What are your thoughts on how long Zach's going to be out? Because right now they're saying 2 to 4 weeks, which I think is not realistic. What do you think we're going to start out with?
Like there's no reason to rush him back. He's missing so many valuable reps as far as preseason, the actual tune-up game number 2. You know, that's always regular season like the joint practices. He's not going to be there for that. So all these things that he's missing, he's got so much catching up to do.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's going to miss 2 games. And I'm thinking they're going to be very, very cautious, and it's fine because I'm with you, man. It's like he's missing. The funny thing is, like, how everybody talked about this week was the important week. You want to see him in the joint practices against all this competition, how he handles that constant pressure, all these different looks he hasn't seen, and now he's missing that.
I'm looking at week 3 to 4. I think they're not going to rush him back. You want to make sure he's healthy. You don't want a setback later on. I hope he doesn't push himself to get back on the field and end up having a setback. But at the same time, he's going to miss a lot, but he's going to learn at the same time too. Because what I read earlier today is they want him off his feet. Like he has to be for the bone bruise. He has to be off his feet for like 2 weeks. So you know what I'm saying, right there. You know what I'm saying. He's not going to be able to do anything. That's just the bare minimum.
And what he's missing is a lot because you're still installing your offense. You're still getting chemistry with all your new tight ends, Conklin, Uzuma, working with Breece Hall. Then you have the new offensive line in front of you. Dwayne Brown's here. He's not going to be practicing with Dwayne Brown. So there's all these things going on. So it's like, and the one thing that bothers me, and I'll be completely transparent because there's one guy that's been attacking me on YouTube for about 3 days now, and I'm not coddling Zach Wilson. I'm not babying him. I'm sure Zach Wilson as a competitor wants to be on the field as fast as humanly possible and wants to play games as fast as humanly possible. But sometimes you got to save a player from himself and say, you know what? You're not ready. We're not going to throw you to the wolves when you know you're not fully prepared mentally and physically. Physically, you got to get acclimated to the speed of the game again and get back into your players. Mentally, just getting back in the huddle, doing all these things, knowing the offense, owning all this stuff. It's going to mean he's going to miss games. And it's not an indictment on Zach saying, oh, Zach's, he's too young. No, he's missing significant shit here. Like, right? Like we're talking about, we want to see the joint practices, the second preseason game. We want to see him build up all this stuff. He's missing all of this now. And it's important for him. He's still a young quarterback. People comparing him to Flacco right now are fucking morons because it's a 17-year guy, it's a 2-year guy, right? Like he's good. It's like I'll tell you, like he's missing a lot right now, man.
Whenever he's able to come back, whenever it is, I want to be sure that LaFleur is able to throw the entire playbook at him.
Exactly.
Whether it's rollouts, throwing on the run, like he should be able to do everything. He should not be limited at all. I don't want to see him limping on a brace and all that like he was doing last year. Make sure he's 100% and get a true evaluation of what he is. Because by the end of this year, like we should have an idea. The arrow should be pointing up by the end of this year. If not, like I'm not saying we got to move on from him, but like you're going to go into year 3 where it's probably make or break because he's got all the pieces. He's got all the help. He's got the coordinator. He's got the weapons. The whole line's improved. So by the end of this year, that arrow should be pointing up.
Well, that was the thing is we all feared the worst. Like, oh shit, he's out for the year. We don't know what we have going into year 3. The Jets got lucky because now we're still gonna learn about Zach Wilson in year 2. He should, in theory, play at least 13, 14 games this year, or however many, 13, 12, whatever. Enough of us to give a sample size. Say, you know what, we're starting to figure out what this kid is. But Tyrone, I mean, are there concerns for you? What he's missing now for the next 4 to 6 weeks?
He's gonna miss. The difference between working with a receiver and not working for a couple of weeks, and the guy's going to have a hard chance adjusting to that. It's the speed of the game. That's what nobody's talking about.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to ramp up. It's going to be different defenses. He's going to see stuff that he hasn't seen before. And I think the most important thing is he's not getting reps. You get mental reps, but he's not actually seeing it. But in some cases, man, when you're a young quarterback and you're able to visualize and see stuff that you wouldn't see before, or a quarterback doing it the right way when he came back last year. But I just think that the time, I mean, the most important thing for him is reps. Is going against other teams that's the biggest thing. Preseason is big for him. These intermittent scrimmages are big for him. So I think that when you're trying to make you can't say Joe Flacco and Zach are the same kind of quarterbacks because Joe Flacco is a Super Bowl winning quarterback, man. That means something. I don't care what skill level that you see him at now, but he understands things. He knows how to move. So I'm scared that it's going to set him back because I think once he comes back, he's going to be behind. So it's going to take him a couple of weeks just to get acclimated back to what he was doing. So it's I'm not going to say it was a wash. I'm glad he wasn't hurt for the season, but it scares me. He's not going to be really. We're not going to see anything till week 7 or 8 if he comes back week 3 or week 4. You know what I'm saying?
And then you wonder if he starts like trying to force the issue, like if he's not making plays or if he's struggling a little bit, starts developing bad habits. Like that's the last thing you want.